Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Pete Corsaro from Groovy.com. We're getting ready to do part 2 of our King's Quest 6 Retro Rerun playthrough here. Last time we had just gotten the magic map from the pawn shop, and we were going to use that to get off the island. So let's go do that. And real quick, just because I know something, you got to go back, and this happens. That stuff.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
And let's take a look at that empty ink bottle that we just got.
There's no reason to use that.
On you.
Alexander decides to open the empty ink bottle.
It's stuck. It's... Whoa! The ink bottle isn't empty at all. It's full of invisible ink. Not very strong, but not bad.
Awesome. Well, we got some invisible ink. Alright, now let's leave the island. We're going to ignore this nightingale that's up here in the corner for now. We'll come back to it. Let's whip out our map and get out of here.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
So we've got 3 choices right now. We can go to the Isle of Wonder, Sacred Mountain, or the Isle of the Beast. We're going to make a quick stop here at the Isle of the Sacred Mountain. I don't remember if there's an exact order you need to do things in, or if you can kind of do things non-linearly in this game. I think it's more the second that you can do things non-linearly. So I kind of know what we need to do here on the Isle of Wonders, or at least to start with. So we're going to make a quick pit stop here to get something, and then we're going to go to the Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
So there's a couple items, obviously, here on the beach that we want to pick up.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor. For a moment, he can smell nothing else.
Sounds lovely. And this dude.
Alexander takes the feather.
And we're going to ignore this shit on the wall for now and leave.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
All right. Well, first thing I'm going to do here is we're going to talk to the oyster that has eyes.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
That's what she said. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that works.
What's wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Well, I can make it better.
If you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Hey, that would be great.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles, albeit small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 1/8 bottles of wild beast lard, Drat,
bitch.
Just missed it.
indicate a fabrication or derivation sufficiently broad enough to exacerbate the conclusions uncovered in due course with regards to the dimensions, consistency, mass, or thickness inherent in the menial suckling grouse.
Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Hey! You fixed my mouth! It feels great!
The little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
I think I have everything I need to get farther in this island. Let me look here. Yeah, I think I can do this. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second.
Alexander hears someone coming.
"5 fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man," said he, "with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If mad it be, then mad it dies." Old Tom Troll, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Just picked up something sticky.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Tom Troll I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more. Listen, hark you, broken oar. Do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
Got our birdie.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
Wound that thing long enough.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me. Taste, grump, that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
I think this does this.
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Grump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet. Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
Alexander holds the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet. Old Bill Batter, never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
By all that's beauteous, fair, and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's gnaw away.
All right.
Alexander did it. He's fooled the guards.
Good job, Alexander. All right. Let's get this little pink floaty thing.
Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
Where are you going? Let's go this way.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No owner? All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerant clause?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
No. I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
All right. Well, we got to get something for him. We can check out this spider over here.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous. Oh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror, an honor to have me as a bride. Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat! Well, the loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages.
Hey, don't touch that thread!
Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it. The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it said well enough.
And we have to remember that. Anyways, it's funny going through some of these puzzles because I remember when I played this for the first few times that I'd forget how to do half this shit. And I have no idea how you... I don't know how anybody beats this game their first time through. Let's see, I can't remember if there's anything you can do here right now.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. A Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
I'm gonna save this here, just because you can die way too easily in this game, and I'm starting to tread into territory I don't remember. All right, we're safe. Because, yeah, when you die, you have to go back to your last save, and I don't really want to lose 15 minutes at this point. Let's check this guy out.
Alexander sees no point in trying to talk to that stick in the swamp.
What about this guy?
That bump on the log does not look particularly conversational to Alexander. The bump on the log does not look particularly interesting to Alexander. Yuck. Alexander doesn't want to put his bare hands in that oozy swamp.
All right, well, I know there's some stuff we need to do later, but not right now. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got the... there's the tomato.
Hey, what do you think you're doing there? Get your hands off me! Hey!
Alexander picks up Rotten Tomato and puts him away. One never knows when one will need a rotten tomato.
True. And then we'll get...
Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
Well, it's iceberg, dummy. And...
Alexander doesn't want to pick the baby's tears. They may not be done growing.
Hello. Aren't you a bunch of fine-looking young plants?
Goo gaga!
Apparently, the baby's tears haven't learned to talk yet.
Excuse me, what land lies beyond?
What land? Chessboard land, you knave!
I see. And is Chessboard Land part of the land of the Green Isles?
It is the home of the red and white queens, rulers of the Isle of Wonder, fairest of the islands that owe loyalty to the king of the land of the Green Isles. But perhaps not for long.
What do you mean?
What is the purpose of unity with the great king and queen dead? The princess is worth serving, but the feud with the other isles is strong.
I must insist, Your Highness. I shall send a lump of coal to the Vizier and the Princess as a present for their wedding, and that's the end of it.
And I suppose you'll leave me with only this stupid spoiled egg to send, Your Highness. I want to impress the new king and queen of the realm as much as you do. As queen of this island, I have every right to that lump of coal.
Who isn't queen of this isle? The lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore, I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's nothing wrong with that spoiled egg.
The egg, though delightfully spoiled, is not nearly so valuable as the lump of coal, and you know it. Your Highness always got to carry the singing stone. It's not fair that you get the coal, too.
That doesn't count. The singing stone was stolen by that horrid beast. I should get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen.
It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the Isle of Wonder treasury. Your Highness always thinks that everything is hers.
Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle an argument for us?
Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg? Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, Your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
I'm sorry, Your Majesties. I'm partial to both red and white, but I'm afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem. One of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
What a ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence. The lump of coal goes much better with my gown anyway. Black and red are imperial colors.
That's the silliest thing I ever heard. Red does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
All right.
Alexander picks up the Red Queen's scarf. The scarf is made of red silk. The silky red scarf would not make a very good accessory for Alexander's wardrobe.
No. All right, let's leave. Oh, I remember what you do. I'll come back later. I'm gonna leave here. Maybe I'm forgetting some stuff to do right now that I could do on this island, but whatever. We're coming back later. We're gonna go to the Isle of the Beast now.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking little fellow?
I'm not odd-looking, you are!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could speak.
Speak not? Funny is, speech I am and nothing but.
You speak strangely, friend.
Strange, my speech is not. Eloquence I speak with.
But who are you? And why are you here?
Away I fly my home from. Lost I am therefore. As my name too, can you guess not? It's what I do this branch with, and the way I speak of.
I guess this is their tribute to Yoda. I don't know. Yeah, like I said before, if I hadn't played this game, it would take me forever to figure out what to do, but I'll just show you. Where is it? Oh, it's on the next page.
Alexander holds the sentence out to the creature.
This sentence seems in need of an ending. Perhaps you could finish it?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Know what I do? Where are you going to? Like you I do. Go I with you?
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has a passenger.
It's my dangling participle buddy. That's what he is. Oh shit. I don't know if my iceberg lettuce is good. We need to use it quick. So use it to cool this down.
Hoping to cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in a head of iceberg lettuce.
Good.
The pond's water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot, but bearable.
So we want to go get our genie.
Alexander decides to brave the steaming pond.
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, 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 ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater. Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree.
I don't think I can do anything more on this island.
As Alexander
Oh, yeah.
continues down
Oh.
the path, He gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
I don't believe you. Yeah, we don't want to go through there because it'll kill us. But we do need this.
Alexander picks up the brick.
So yeah, the great part about this game too is that it can put you into situations where you'll lose just hours of gameplay. Because if I didn't pick that brick up and I need it later in a certain area that you can't get out of, but if you don't have that stupid thing, you're just stuck and have to revert to an old save.
You aren't gonna listen to me, are you?
No.
Well, we'll just see about that.
That's odd. The gardener just disappeared.
Yeah, they all just keep doing that. All right, now we're done on this island. We can go take our little buddy back to the to his owner, the bookworm guy.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
He's back
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Are you there, most venerable bookworm?
Do you have anything interesting yet?
A regular abnormality?
Let me see what I have. I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
So, you found my dangling participle. I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now. This one is far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Thanks.
Let's take a look at this.
Alexander is carrying a rare book from the bookworm. The words in the binding are very faint. The something something riddle book.
All right, well, we're going to go back to the main aisle because there's a couple more things we can do there, and then I think we're going to wrap up part 2 because we're getting kind of long here.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
There's a new sign up here. Let's look at it.
Alexander doesn't remember that sign being on the wall before. He decides to take a closer look. It's a proclamation. It reads, "Citizens rejoice, announcing the royal wedding and coronation of Wazir Abdul al-Hazred and Princess Kasima. For reasons of security, the wedding will not be open to the public. Long live the new king and queen of the land of the Green Isles." Alexander feels his stomach turn at the thought of the dread event. If he doesn't do something soon, Cosima will be another man's wife.
Alright, so we got a rare book, and I don't know if you remember, but Allie here in Allie's bookstore was looking for rare books.
Hello. I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
Let's, Oops, wrong one.
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days. I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic.
Mirth. It's such a good
Here is the spell book you wanted, and a fair trade it is, I must say. Enjoy it.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spellcasting truly is.
Let's talk to our new buddy here. I honestly don't. I know why we need him later, but I don't know if I have everything.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Right. So there's a couple things I need to do, I think, before he is my buddy. So let's do a couple things here.
Your candy dish is empty.
I am sorry, sir, but I have no more mints. Somebody has eaten them all.
Well, get some more then.
I fear that is impossible. Without the fairy, I can no longer get imports from the other islands, and we do not grow mint extract on the Isle of the Crown.
Oh, I hate not getting what I want.
Such a heated exchange. So we're gonna use the pearl here to get our ring back.
I found this large pearl. Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
Sweet. And I think we're done with the nightingale, so let's trade that in and get something else.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Let's see. So we get the food. We don't need this yet. I think we need this later in the catacombs. Which one do I want? I know what to do. Well, I know what to do with this. Let's grab that.
I'll take the flute.
The flute? Very good, Prince Alex. May its music always be sweet. Feel free to trade it back at any time.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I definitely need that thing before I go to the catacombs anyways. Alright. This one done there. And oh, shit. I need the stupid nightingale so I can do the thing with that nightingale. This game's frustrating.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Like I said, the fact that I've played this thing a dozen times helps. But man, I still forget shit. I really don't remember how the hell I beat this thing when I was 10 years old.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Alright, get our nightingale back.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very good, Prince Alex. It is always a pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy the mechanical nightingale and feel free to bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's use the nightingale here.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground. The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
And we're gonna give our ring to the nightingale.
There's no reason.
Yeah.
Alexander holds out his royal ring to the nightingale. To Alexander's surprise, the nightingale swoops down and grabs the ring from his hand. The nightingale flies off towards the castle with Alexander's ring. Where might she be taking it?
I hope that's the right thing to do anyways, because the other option is you can give him that little love poem you found. Oh well. Anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and call that the end of part 2. Like I said, we're running a little bit long here, so I'm going to go ahead and save it, and we'll come back and do part 3 here very soon. Thanks for joining me. Once again, it's Pete Crisaro from Groovy.com, and this has been the King's Quest VI Retro Rerun. Hope you join us for the next one, and we'll see you next time.